Welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. The Magic in action at Richfield Ice Arena over the weekend. First matchup against the Austin Bruins. The Bruins getting a 7-3 victory in this one. The Magicians starting out real strong early on in the first period. Matt Colford gets his 6th goal of the season. Dennis Chevron getting the assist as the Magic led 1-0. The Magicians make it 2-0 with a Kane Dermott goal. Kane adding his 9th goal of the season. Sam Becker and Mark Mikolas collecting assists on the Dermott goal. In the second period, the Magicians take a 3-0 lead. Lukey Laub getting the goal. Sam Becker getting the lone assist on the Laub goal as the Magicians led 3-0. Austin taking over from then on. Austin getting a goal from Trevor Boyd. Luke Deesh getting the assist. Luke Deesh coming back with the goal about 5 minutes later, assisting Tony Uglum and Jake Arroyo as the Bruins trailed just one. Liam Feeney able to tie it up. You can see Feeney all alone on the right side as Feeney tied the hockey game at 3. Austin takes a 4-3 lead with an Alex Pedersen goal. Luke Forfar and Luke Deesh getting assists. In the third period, Austin continued as Trevor Boyd gets another goal. Tony Uglum and Luke Deesh getting another assist. And then Boyd getting the hat trick as Luke Deesh had an assist on Boyd's 3rd goal. To round it out, Austin getting their 7th goal from former Magician Tony Uglum and Trevor Boyd getting an assist as the Austin Bruins beating the Magicians 7-3 on Friday night. A rare occasion, a Sunday night game for the Magicians as the Magic took on the Cloquet Wilderness. The Wilderness took a 1-0 lead with Alex Toscano scoring, Dan Litchke getting an assist. Toscano was then ejected from the game as he removed his helmet and got a 5-minute major. The Magicians unable to score on the 5-minute power play. As things went to the second period, Michael Kovac getting a goal for the Wilderness as Cloquet led 2-0. The Wilderness then getting a goal from Brett Heikala. Billy Excel getting the lone assist on the Heikala goal. Then the Magicians took over. It was Nathan Krusko. Krusko steps out of the Magicians bench and is all alone. An excellent pass from assistant captain Chris McKenzie as Nathan Krusko picks it up in the middle of the circle and goes 5-hole to beat Anderson as it was a 3-1 lead for the Wilderness. Entering the third frame, it's Lukey Laub getting his 2nd goal of the weekend, his 12th goal of the season as he leads the way for the Magicians. Matt Colford and Nathan Krusko getting assists. Then the Magicians tied it up at 3 with a Jack Christensen goal. You can see the feed across from Kane Dermott. Sam Becker also getting an assist and a wonderful tip from Jack Christensen as the Magicians tie it up at 3. The game went to overtime. There was no scoring in the overtime. Both teams getting a couple of chances, but nothing too firm there as the game went to a shootout. First couple of shooters unable to score. It was Darian Romanko who scored first for the Wilderness as they led the shootout in the third frame, 1-0. Kane Dermott, the 3rd shooter for the Magic, able to tie it up at 3. And then Brady Jones gets the game winner for the Magicians in the shootout as the Magic beat the Wilderness 4-3 in a shootout here at Richfield Ice Arena on Sunday night. Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. Jimmy Lillidahl here alongside bench boss Tommy Upton. Tom, a win for the club on a rare game, a Sunday night game here at home, and a big win.
Yeah, it was. It was an extremely big win. Obviously, what we've been going through the past couple of weeks as a team. You know, and it was against a very good team as well, and you know, obviously a rival in Cloquet there. So the crowd was pretty good as well as the first Sunday night game, which I was impressed with because those are always up in the air, you know. But a good win. I wish that we would have played a full 60 minutes, but we probably played about 30 minutes worth of hockey, and we were able to find a way to win, and we just need to continue to do that and carry that momentum into next weekend.
Brady Jones getting a big shootout goal. The newcomer, you put him in a position and he had some success.
Yeah, he did. I actually read an article about him before we made the trade for him. You know, obviously doing my homework and things like that, trying to find out as much information as I can about this player when I heard about him before we traded for him. And happened to come across an article about, I think it was either one of his first games in the USHL or his first goal in the USHL maybe, but he hadn't played in 5 or 6 games with a healthy scratch, you know, typical rookie stuff going through that. Scott McConnell, the coach there in Chicago, in this article, put him in as a second or third shooter in a shootout, and he ended up scoring, and they ended up winning in a shootout. So I don't know if that was in the back of my mind or what, but you know, that definitely proves that he's a big spotlight player. You know, obviously a pressure type player that likes those moments. So that was great for him to be put in that position and also be successful. And hopefully that'll, you know, get him going a little bit and kind of carry on the next weekend as well.
Another player made his debut over the weekend, Grant Dukas. An interesting situation. His team from Alabama gets to see him make his debut as the Point Mallard Ducks were in attendance over the weekend. What did you see from Grant Dukas?
You know what, he did a great job. He picked up on our systems really well, obviously for just being here a couple days. You know, smart young man. He works extremely hard. He uses his big, thick body really well out there, and he did a good job. You know, when you can get a player playing in his first game at a certain level, at any level, and he's you know, and even on the plus-minus side, and he doesn't do anything to really, you know, negatively affect the game, and does a couple things to positively affect the game, then I think that's a great first game for that young man, and he did a very good job, did an extremely good job, and he went in the lineup because he deserved to, you know, and other guys came out of the lineup because they didn't deserve to play. And I don't care if it's you, if it's Grant Dukas, if it's anybody sitting in our locker room. If guys don't deserve to play, they're not going to play, and then if guys deserve to go in because of how they've been working, they're going to go in, and that's exactly what happened. I really could care less if he was playing in Alabama or in freaking Mars or wherever, honest to God. He was here at a great time, took advantage of a great opportunity, and he's actually going to be back with us this week here, still competing and still taking advantage of the opportunities that he has.
This Thursday, it's another rare occasion. We had a Sunday game, now we have a Thursday game at home, and it's against a top-shelf opponent, the Fairbanks Ice Dogs.
Yeah, it's a you know, 3 games in 3 nights, so it's a very nice challenge, but we're not really focused on Friday and Saturday night. We're focused on obviously Thursday's game, and coming out and make sure we have a great day and great preparation and practice today. We'll do that, you know, dust it off. We'll come out tomorrow, have another great day, and then we'll concentrate on Thursday. But yeah, Fairbanks is a good team. You know, for me, like I always say, I don't care who we're playing. We're going to focus on us and concentrate on what we need to do. You know, I think you saw that on Sunday night. We didn't really change anything. We didn't do anything to tailor to them. We just focused on us and how hard we really needed to compete and how tenacious we needed to be. And when we did that, we came back from a pretty tough deficit against a very good hockey team. And so, you know, we're just going to carry that into Thursday night. You know, we could be playing anybody, but we're going to focus on us and how hard we need to work and how tenacious we really need to be successful. And if we do that, then we will be successful. And we put ourselves in a position where we have to. You know, we have to continue to climb every weekend, every day. We need to continue to put our stamp on every team that we play. You know, open eyes throughout the league again, just because of how the last couple of weeks have gone for us. So, you know, we kind of have a chip on our shoulder now. We have a mission every day, and that's it. It's to let everybody know in this league that you know, those first 15 or 16 games were no joke, and we're back and we're going to keep going. But yeah, we put ourselves in a position where we can't take another step back. We need to continue to step forward, and we will.
Talking about 2 of the defensemen, a couple of fans have came up around the booth lately asking about Nolan Schaefer and Kuhlman, asking about birth dates, that kind of thing. Both of them just juniors in high school. Some of the home fans got to see Schaefer play for the first time. One of the times, you know, been playing a little bit on the road.
Yeah.
Had a big hit in that first period. Schaefer, a big body, doesn't really look like a 97. But talk about those 2 young D-men and what they've been able to do. Again, just juniors in high school.
Yeah, they've done a great job. Obviously, it's not easy coming into a league, any league, as a younger guy, quote unquote, and also going through the process of, you know, maybe not playing right away and not being a you know, on the power play or on the penalty kill every time, or even in the lineup every night. You know, that's a different change for these kids when they come here, and it's part of their process too. You know, some kids come here and their process is to play all the time, and some kids come and their process is to be in and out of the lineup. And those 2 guys obviously were in and out for a while and have been in and out, and they've done a great job with just being diligent and sticking to the process, sticking to their beliefs. You know, because we definitely believe in them. They wouldn't be here if we didn't. We communicate with them a lot, but I was very proud of the past couple of weeks of how they've played, how they've competed. how they've helped our team when they've gotten in the lineup, and that is part of the process. You know, you see Shafe and Spencer's the same way, but you know, just bringing up what you had brought up, you know, with Shafe, you know, he lands that hit the other night. Like that's not an easy thing to do, even though it's the smallest thing. That was an extremely hard hit that he had to step up and make and use his skill in order to make body contact there. And then also, you know, he hit the kid pretty well. So, and that's not hard to do either. And maybe you wouldn't have seen that 2 months ago. You know what I mean? Just because from a confidence standpoint, from everything that goes on in every day when you develop as a young player in this league, you know, they all add up to those moments, you know, and now he comes out and him and Spencer have a great night. They've been in the lineup, I think, 6 out of the last 8 games probably, and they've done a great job, you know. Each of them have gotten time on the PK. I think Spencer's gotten time on the power play as well. You know, 5-on-5, they continue to get better and continue to work at their weaknesses, but also magnify their strengths. Been extremely proud of both those guys, and it shows you the type of character that they have and the diligence they have. The number one, understand the process, but number two, also know that they need to get better every day. And we are extremely excited as a hockey staff to see not only where they're at right now, but to see where they're going to be maybe in another year or in another 2 years. And if they keep making strides like they have, you know, watch out, because those are 2 great players right now, and they're going to continue to get better and better. But have been so proud of those 2, just because I've been in those shoes where you don't play every night, and it's frustrating, and it's hard to let negative thoughts creep into your mind and things like that, and doubt creep into your mind. And for them to come out and battle through that type of stuff mentally, and then come out and impact our team in a positive way every time they're on the ice, and continue to get better every time that they practice and play, that's just phenomenal. And hats off to those 2, and that shows the type of young men that they are, but also the type of hockey players they are.
For sure. Tommy, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. Jimmy Lillidahl alongside rookie defenseman Taylor Brierley. Taylor, a big win here on Sunday night.
Yeah, it was a clutch win, and it got us out of our little slump there, and it was a big win. Went the full 9 yards. So,
an opportunity for you to play here with the Magicians as a rookie. A decision at one point you didn't think like you were going to make. You were kind of contemplating the decision to play hockey as a whole, with some baseball opportunities as well. Walk us through that.
Yeah, at the end of my senior year, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. You know, it was a tough decision, and but I think I made the right one. You know, I love it here. The guys are great. The coaching staff's great. Everyone's great. So I like it.
First time I got a chance to see you play was at the state tournament. Talk about playing at the XL Energy Center for East Grand Forks, and obviously coming up big at the single A level.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool to see your whole school and your town get right behind you, and it was a great atmosphere there. Lots of people.
An opportunity for you to get reunited with some guys you know. Nick Beadall, a guy that coached you, and then a couple of guys you played with in Kuhlman, and then Brandon Lovin as well.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how we all come together at this one spot. You know, it's a small world, I guess. So it's fun.
So you're playing here as a rookie in the North American League, obviously a big step up from the single A level of high school hockey. And you've had a good impact. You've been playing in a lot of games. It took quite some time for you to get scratched, which is a good thing as a rookie. Obviously, you know, we were just talking about Kuhlman and Schaefer. You know, you're not in the lineup every day in the North American League. You know, how are you going with your development?
I think it's going good. The main thing that's different from high school is, you know, you're competing for your job every day. You know, there's no guaranteed thing, and obviously the speed and physical play is a lot different. But I think I'm doing good.
What's it like being on the ice every day in these wonderful facilities? Obviously, a new locker room here for the boys during year 2.
Yeah, it's nice. Our locker room's great. We just added another a ping pong table in there, so it's fun to get to the rink early and play some ping pong. But yeah, the locker room's really nice. You can do our film right there in the locker room, and pretty much everything. You can probably sleep in there if you want.
We talked about you being reunited with Nick Beadall. You know, he coached you at the high school level. But how about Tom Upton? You know, what does he do for you as a player, and what's it like to play for Tommy?
He's a great coach, great person. You know, off the ice, and he's always there. I guess if something's bothering you, you can just go in there and talk to him, and you know he'll help you through it. And it's a great coach.
Jimmy Lillidahl alongside rookie defenseman. The leaders on this hockey club, you know, the guys like you know, Thomas Delaney, Matt Colford, Chris McKenzie, you being a rookie, what have those guys been able to do for you and you getting, you know, acclimated to a higher level of hockey?
Main thing is they just assure us that it's a long season and anything that's happening right now, we'll get through it. And there's the good guys off the ice too, and they'll, you know, text you up, say, hey, what's going on, you know. And during practice, they always compete hard, which makes you better. So.
Awesome. Taylor, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. For the wrap-up, the Magicians playing this Thursday against the first-place Fairbanks Ice Dogs. That's a big game. Make sure you can check us out for that one. On Friday, the Magicians go to Austin, so about an hour-and-a-half bus ride down south as they take on the Austin Bruins. And then on Saturday night, the Magicians back at home against the Fairbanks Ice Dogs. So 3 games on the weekend, 2 at home. On Friday, you can catch that one on fasthockey.com. John Peterson of the Austin Bruins will have the call for that one. And then on the 13th, this Saturday, it's Tropical Night. So wear a Hawaiian t-shirt or something like that. And then on the 20th is the Teddy Toss. So get prepared for that. And the Magicians will have another rematch against the Austin Bruins. You can bring your teddy bears when the Magic score. You can throw them onto the ice. Those will be collected and delivered to the Children's Hospital. So that's on the 20th of this month, coming up here, December 20th. So make sure you have that marked on your schedule. Another reminder, if you attend the home game and you have a ticket stub, make sure you check out Champs afterwards. It's a pretty popular spot after the game. A lot of fans going over there and using their ticket stub to get a free flatbread. That's right, a free flatbread if you have your ticket stub. So make sure you come out to the game and save that and bring that to Champs. Also, if you are in Prior Lake or on the western suburbs and you are a subscriber to Mediacom, the cable network, you can check our games on demand as well as on delay on channel 22, that's MC22. You can catch some of the replays of our games as well as some stuff going on during the intermissions, player interviews as well. That's on Mediacom channel 22. That's going to do it for another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. So long, everybody.